It's 8 o'clock on Monday, the 26th of October. The headlines this morning. Radovan Karadzic is due to go on trial, accused of masterminding the deaths of thousands of Muslim men and boys during the Bosnian War.
Hopefully we were going to have a better day than Radovan Karadzic. My name's Tom Williams, and this is my personal delegate's eye view to the Cheltenham Screenwriters Festival 2009. I drove up early on Monday morning, and the sun broke through the clouds, as you can see by that particularly fetching shot of a tree. I got to Cheltenham about 8:30, checked in with my friend Fergus, where I'm staying, and then dove in. I was there, that was the map. I registered, I got my delegate's pass, then push hard. I thought that sounded like a really good screenwriter's sort of maxim until I realised I was pushing hard on the wrong door, which is possibly another screenwriter's lesson to learn. Beautiful day to start the festival in our new venue, the Cheltenham Ladies College. Even at 9 o'clock there were hundreds of delegates already there, looking forward to a packed day of seminars and events. There was even a smoking point, some people behaving very well. I caught up with Julian Friedman. How's it going? It's a lovely day in Cheltenham.
It is indeed.
Oh, how was your piss up last night, Julian?
It was very good.
Very good?
Probably 150 people having a really good time.
Superb.
Yeah, so far so good.
The sun is shining. The delegates have turned out in force.
Good.
And
you're there with your camera.
I'm afraid I'm here as ever.
What more could we want?
I will see you in there, Julian.
I look forward to it.
Cheers. So in we went to the Princess Hall, which is venue 1 of the Screenwriters Festival this year. Fantastic, huge building, that seats 850 people. There was Pearson introducing our sponsors. David Pearson, of course, festival organiser. And then he gave way to Chris Jones, who gave the opening speech. Not everybody appeared to be concentrating entirely on his words, which was a shame, because it was a fantastic, inspirational, just pick up a camera and go and film it sort of talk. Chris, of course, wrote the Guerrilla Filmmaker's Handbook and just had an Oscar shortlisted short film made this year. He talked a lot about the new world of filmmaking that we're living in. He called us wizards and heroes, which was very nice, and he left us with this one final word, that screenwriters have courage to just go ahead and make the thing, courage to stand up for what you believe in. So that was a great way to start off.
David.
Here's Pearson now. Quick introductory piece to camera.
We always start with a bang. We started with the sun, and now we're going to have Doug Chamberlain.
And Doug Chamberlain, we duly had. Hollywood or Bust, I suppose the keynote speech of the morning session. Doug, writer of Toy Story 2, went through a lot of popularly held misconceptions about Hollywood and popped them one by one, such as nobody knows anything, such as everybody hires their friends and relatives. There's an interview with Doug elsewhere on this YouTube site. Outside, I like to think of this as the tree of knowledge at Cheltenham. We take a little breather, then I went slightly crazy, tried to see every session that was happening at 11 o'clock. That was Simon van der Borg on treatments. This is Janice Day on making a living as a screenwriter. I spent about sort of 3 minutes in each one of these. Then I strolled through the beautiful garden, lower quad, something like that, into venue 6, Sanders' room. Made myself quite unpopular, hit everybody on the head with my camera bag, but wanted to see what Phil Parker and Richard Visor were talking about in their intriguingly titled session, Dynamic Universe. I think it was all about that piece of paper that Phil was holding up, how to create a particular world for your screenplay. Nice to see Phil's famous hairstyle gloriously backlit there, but I couldn't stay for long. I zoomed up one of Cheltenham's many marble corridors, found Chris Jones giving yet another speech, a short film masterclass. I quite like that sign. It's a little sort of Lewis Carroll, I think. Go this way or don't. In fact, I didn't. I went the other way, back up another marble corridor, because I wanted to catch the end of Simon van der Borg's treatment, how to write a treatment, how to beat out your movie masterclass. And that was very well received by all, I believe, but it got me a little hungry, so I went to the cafe, which is in the sports hall at the Ladies' College. There's the bar. We'll be seeing more of that later. And there is lunch. Had some delicious cauliflower soup, but no rest for the Wicked screenwriter. I took my soup down to the script bites session. That was Peter Blaw. Doug Chamberlain gave another session. Chris Jones, of course, tirelessly answering the questions of the delegates. Then, after lunch, I decided I would just hit one session rather than try and run around like a mad hare. So I missed actually Tony Grassoni, who was talking about his short film. Instead, I went to see Rob Crate, agent, and Kate Lees, story editor, talking through some very practical and useful tips on how to be good, how to be a better writer, a more professional writer. I swung by the Son of a Pitch pitching masterclass given by Julian Friedman, agent, and obviously long-time supporter of the Screenwriters Festival, which is a popular fixture in the festival. There's me. That is the filmmaker. That's the last time you'll see me. This was quite a strange thing. I saw a shower downstairs, and then I saw a pair of shoes on their own by the shower. I don't know what they were doing. It rather confused me. Afterwards, I didn't even get to see Samantha Hawley, sales agent, telling us how to sell our film, because I ran on to see the first of a few sessions that Armando Iannucci, of course, famous comedy producer, director, writer, was giving that day. More on him later. The sky turned a little grey and a little dark, but inside the comedy was bright, and Armando delivered a small informal seminar. I don't even think it was planned, but he was very good at talking to some more writers about his experiences. That meant that I couldn't go and see Simon van der Borg and Joe Tracy going to talk about the script market. I couldn't go and see Caroline Ferguson and Janice Day talking about networking. I quite like this shot, something of the Edward Hopper about it, I think, though I'm not a cinematographer. And unfortunately, I could only see a very little bit of Mike Gubbin's conversation with the sales agents, which is very useful. Anyway, after that, a much-deserved drink or two with Peter Blaw, fascinating academic and script theorist. Then it was over to the evening for the public event, possibly the first public event, I think, at the Screenwriters Festival. Armando introducing 8 clips of his favourite funny bits. A huge variety from Woody Allen to Preston Sturges to Napoleon Dynamite. A great insight into what makes him tick and what inspires him as a comedian. A fantastic way to round off the day. Very well attended by the general public as well. Finally ended the day, as all Screenwriters Festival's days end, with a few more drinks, a bit of catching up, and so to bed. Goodness me, what a day.